France is reporting an additional 1,000 deaths due to the heat wave. That number is likely to increase as more data is collected. 85% of deaths involved people aged 65 or older, and deaths in private homes surged. Anna Cunningham looking at this, and it follows, Anna, a very intense heat wave across much of Western Europe.
Yeah, David, this heat wave is now starting to break in some European cities, Paris, London and Berlin, seeing temperatures drop into the mid-20s. But look, over 9 days, the French authorities say there has been at least 1,000 heat-related deaths. We know emergency services recorded 4 times the normal number of cardiac arrest call-outs on Friday. And one issue, David, now emerging is the pressure that there has been on funeral homes. To be blunt, many are now reporting that they are running out of cold space to store bodies of those who have died. That is a very difficult situation for them. They want to provide the necessary respectful service, but it's also stressful for those families who are grieving their loved ones. The French Interior Minister says they are supplying extra ice boxes where needed, and authorities are denying that they have not been prepared for this. Let's just take a listen.
Nous avons tiré toutes les conséquences des différents épisodes caniculaires qui ont frappé notre pays et évidemment de celui de 2003. Nous avons su anticiper, nous adapter et être extrêmement réactifs.
Look, this heat wave, David, is now moving into Eastern Europe. Over the weekend in Berlin, Germany, we saw the police actually using water cannons. Rome itself is still at the centre of the heat wave. And it is now moving into countries like Lithuania and Czechia and really into the Balkans. But clearly this has taken its toll. Those figures we are hearing of the number of deaths likely to rise in France.
As that heat wave moves east, how are these new countries adapting?
Well, look, there's been a lot of talk about the need for more shade, the need for more green spaces in many of these cities. And we have seen in France and in Denmark services being put in place to actually go and check on the elderly and make sure they are okay. Some places, cinemas have opened for free, and libraries, because they're the places that have air conditioning. Let's just take a listen to some people in France on how they've been coping.
We decided to come here quite early in the morning because the weather in these days is quite hot, so it's not easy during the afternoon to visit in a safe way.
It's really hot at my apartment. We live in the last floor, so we also want to study, we also want to continue our life normally, but it's almost impossible.
David, there is one thing that's been trending in France. I don't know whether you've heard of this. It's called Merdon de Blanc, and it is a sort of a clay paint. I think we can show you these images. This is from a care home in France. People are using it to paint on windows to try and deflect the sun and keep the heat out. And at the moment, it's proving very difficult to get hold of this because it's sold out so very quickly. Look, the World Health Organization is warning that heat stress is often called the silent killer. And it is saying that European homes, workplaces and schools at the moment are not built for these extreme temperatures.
Anna Cunningham, thank you.